Before now, no cake decorator has gone into a timed competition without knowing the theme months in advance. We know the 6 chefs competing here today, along with their assistants, are at the top of their field. They can all make amazing cakes if given the time to prepare. But we wanted to see what would happen if we took away that preparation time and gave them just 14 short hours to design a winner. Competitors, you've agonized for months wondering the theme for this challenge. It could be anything. It could be a wedding cake, a birthday cake. It could be 18th century Russian poetry. Your agony is about to be relieved. The theme ingredient for the Mystery Cake Challenge is sports. Game time, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Sports? So how widely can we, like, interpret the word sports, you know, like...
Sports.
Sports.
If you don't tell anyone.
I won't tell anybody.
Okay, our theme is fishing. So, which I had sort of planned this kind of wavy shape, these layers kind of being sort of wavy. And then we're going to have a fish kind of going in one end and coming out the other.
Oh, there you go.
Like he's being pulled out of the cake.
The theme was revealed just 30 minutes ago, and Colette already has a detailed design. Competitors, start your cakes. Despite their fatigue, our chefs are off to a frenzied start, knowing they have just 7 hours to put together a masterpiece. Scoring cake competitions is a lot more complicated than simply saying this one looks better than that one. Everything our chefs do from the time the clock starts to the time it ends is being critiqued.
There are 15 different categories we're looking at, but fortunately we can lump those together into a few larger categories. The first is the theme. We're looking at the representation and originality of the theme, so that's a huge bracket. Next is the technique they're using, the skill level, the difficulty factor in what they're doing. Another one is their overall cleanliness, how well they're working with the time, adherence to the rules. Are they using 75% of their cake layers? That is a hardcore requirement. And lastly, of course most importantly, is their overall artistry. How does their cake look?
4 of the 5 major scoring categories involve subjectivity, but one category, adherence to the rules, is black and white. You follow the rules, you get the points.
The bullfighter, that's obvious. There's your sport. But I can't quite figure out right now why the bullfighter is going to be holding a classically decorated cake. It has me really wondering.
Okay, go.
Visually it's matched. The colors are there. Conceptually, I think the cake needs to be a little bit more about bullfighting. There has to be reason for this matador to be holding this cake.
All the judges, everybody's busting on Mike McCary for why would a matador hold a cake. Well, hello, it's a cake competition. You know what I mean? I think it's smart.
7 hours has come and gone. Finished or not, it's time for our competitors to move their cakes to the display tables. Any cake that doesn't make it to the table will be disqualified. All the cakes are on the display tables in time, except one, Colette. Not Colette the cake decorator, Colette the boat wonder. The tail of Duff's fish has fallen off for the 2nd time today, but that's the least of his worries. The whole cake is starting to go belly up. Duff's work is supposed to be completed at this point, but the judges are taking pity and allowing him to try to save his ship. So Duff, you had some problems.
There it goes.
It's very close. I think I literally am down to 1 point between first and second.
The 3 judges we brought in for the Sports Cake Challenge are as tough as they get. Julie Walsh has won over 40 gold and silver medals in cake decorating competitions. Margaret Braun is one of the most sought-after cake artists in New York City. And Robert Bleifer is the most feared judge of all. As a resident judge of Food Network Challenge, nothing escapes his keen eye.
Julie, her interpretation of the theme could have been a little more original. I think that cost her a little bit of her execution. I didn't like the seams, the obvious seams, and even some different colorations in the fondant, in the green. Mike certainly showed great craftsmanship going in there. I mean, it was really, really well executed.
going on to Colette, I really think that, you know, that was a tiered cake. And yes, it was. I just loved how it was, the theme was not literal and very beautiful.
Yeah, it was so whimsical in the interpretation of the theme.
Chris, you know, we were just discussing this, that, you know, at least 3/4 through, I was just wondering, you know, how is this going to come together? It looked very big and dark and not elegant, but, you know.
It was a dark and stormy night until the end.
Exactly.
In third place, earning a bronze medal, Chris Russum. I thought Chris did a phenomenal job. If you didn't really look at it carefully, you would think that it was possibly designed for a child's birthday party because it was this big castle on top of a hill. So, you know, again, he kind of missed his interpretation a little bit, but his cake was beautiful. In second place, earning a silver medal, Mike McCary.
That was the cake that was the showstopper. But within the theme, within the rules, and within the way the scoring system plays out through there, he was just the narrowest of second place finishers. So it was one of the most painful judgings I've done for Food Network.
And in first place, earning a gold medal and a check for $10,000, our Sports Cake Challenge winner is Colette Peters. It's a scary proposition.
Go away.
Food Network is searching for the most amazing Halloween cake in the country. So they invited 5 of the best in the business to go head-to-head in an intense winner-take-all cake-off.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your cake.
All 5 teams started at 9 a.m., and they basically started behind. They would take days, even weeks, to do this work in their shops. Here, they've got 7 hours. The cakes come already baked, but can't be shaped or carved until the contest.
This is the first layer of cake. Soon it will be a cauldron.
Bronwyn's hoping this cauldron will cook up a first-place medal. Sure, there's a $10,000 check, but it goes beyond that. In the competitive cake world, this title turns local favorites into national stars and lifts cake prices from $500 a cake to tens of thousands.
Rice Krispie treats, and I've got marshmallows, and I've got topping. This is going to be a fudge, and then I am going to do Hot Rocky Road.
Cheryl's candy list is important because in this competition, Food Network says they have to decorate cakes with candy. And not just store-bought candy. Half of it has to be homemade, and half of that has to be made here. The more unique the use of candies, the better. Bronwyn's assistant Amy is creating a cake platter that is sure to score high with the judges.
Well, this is the top bar. I have a whole nother big one to do later.
Duff with his Tim Burton-inspired haunted house.
It's got like all these rooms sticking off, a weather vane. It's gonna have like some like little monsters in the windows. It'll be really detailed. We got a big scary tree.
And of course, Duff keeps getting noticed for, well, just being Duff.
What's going on here? I think only Duff knows.
About $1 every time I heard that.
But Cheryl's early sketch shows a haunted house with intricate details, a dungeon, and a grim reaper who will take your breath away.
Looks creepy.
Duff's plan has been pretty obvious from the beginning. And once again, he uses his unusual hardware to create an impressive effect.
It's a propane torch.
Fire! Right. You know, it's like, why bake when you can deep fry? You know, why airbrush when you can torch?
Which is that?
Issue with Carol.
With the candy?
She's thinking that's for 50%.
Basically, judges are worried that she's brought a few too many items relative to the ones she will make here. If the judges decide she's bent the rules, it would hurt her chances for a medal. Norman and Zane are the first to take their cake to the table. They've worked for 7 hours, but the next minute may be the hardest of the day.
level, keep it level, keep it level, keep it level. Wait.
Nice! Bronwyn's next.
Wow.
Her cake is tall, delicate, and almost 85 pounds.
Golly.
Slow, watch.
Their cake weighs 50 pounds.
What's behind me?
Watch the thing, watch the
Gentle. Gentle. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Where'd you go? We got the feet.
Nice. Awesome job. Nicely done.
It took 7 hours for these seasoned chefs to bring Halloween to Sea Island. The cakes are ghoulish, garish, and grim, and exactly what the judges wanted.
It's too hard. I just can't decide. What am I going to do?
It's so funny how 5 people can think totally different thoughts on Halloween.
And that's what's giving the judges a Halloween headache right now.
The outstanding candy work, I think Cheryl and Bronwyn's candy work was just spectacular. Bronwyn was so clever in her choice of, homemade versions of commercial candy. The candy corn and the little worms. Cheryl's use of the candy was just brilliant.
I like the cotton candy. I love the drippy effect. A little bit of
Rocky Road for the chimney.
Rice Krispie treats for the stairs.
Marshmallows for the ghosts.
To give it a palatial feel.
Carol went a little wrong in her theme. Yeah, it was real Wes Craven style horror, which you didn't expect to see in a cake contest. And then she put those greeting card decorations on the bottom, which would have been gorgeous and adorable, but they didn't match.
I think Duff was a hoot to watch. I mean, he really came in gangbusters with his power tools.
How entertaining. And great technique.
He was a show. And he had a little mishap, too. He dropped his tree, but didn't faze him one bit. In fact, I thought it was more fun.
I loved Norman's train. It came together. Yeah, had a lot of elements going on. Boy, his attention to detail.
The hand painting right in the beginning got our attention, too, that someone was handcrafting the pumpkins.
Wow. Technically, they were all magnificent.
Everybody should be very proud of what they did.
How do you judge something like this? They were all so good.
Very exciting. In third place, winner of a bronze medal in the Food Network Spooky Cake and Candy Challenge, Duff Goldman. Come on up. Alrighty, and in second place, winner of a silver medal, and a whole lot of fame, I think, in the future, a stunning piece, Bronwyn Weber from the Texas Culinary Academy. There you go. The big prize, first place in the Food Network Spooky Cake and Candy Challenge, a gold medal and $10,000, Cheryl Liu, Oakland, California. Congratulations. Good job.
I think what did it for us is that we made a lot of candy.
We made a lot of candy, and there was also...
And we used candy in different ways than other people.
And there was genius with the candy.
A win here is more than just a Halloween treat for Cheryl Liu.
Knowing that you're really good at something you like, I think the affirmation that what you love to do, you're also good at. For me, the winning actually just means that I think I'm doing the right thing right now for myself. The right profession, and I enjoy it, and it's fun.